Hey, hey, hey. Okay, hopefully this thing don't fall. Okay, so hi. So this next video is gonna talk about what do we eat. That's gonna be the biggest surprise for everybody. So this is a keto grocery haul, and what we have to eat. So what I found the biggest thing is that we're gonna have to prepare, which is gonna require a lot of Googling, researching, finding out recipes. They're everywhere. You just type the word keto in front of recipes. I try to take the frame of mind, whatever I used to eat, see how I can keto it. So if it's spaghetti, I do the same spaghetti. I might now reading labels is very important on this because like I said, you'll be surprised at how much carbs or sugar is in things. So my spaghetti sauce, I'm looking for spaghetti sauces that don't have a lot of carbs or sugar in it. So you're gonna have to be a label reader. But normally I do spaghetti. For my kids, I will do noodles, but for me, I will do zucchini and zucchini spiral noodles or whatever like that. I've done spaghetti sauce and also done and just added cauliflower instead of noodles. So there's different things that you can do, but and the other thing that was really important for me is to make it simple. Like, come up with 4 or 5 meals that you really like and repeat. If you look at any other weight loss program, they eat the same thing all the time, which is very boring. But what I realized, I still do follow JJ Smith. She's the green smoothie lady, but she said one time, she's like, you know what? We always want something to taste good, and that's the reason why we're in the position we are in now, is because we want everything to taste good. Do what is good for your body, fuel your body to give it what it needs, and forget about, God gave us taste buds. That's for us to enjoy. Our body only wants and needs the nutrition and the energy that it needs to be able to live long, build your immune system, stay disease free, and have a good life. Taste buds are for us to enjoy. That's kind of a bonus. So not everything has to taste good. Now I will tell you, on this diet, I have licked my lips plenty of times because, like I said, it's full fat on things, which makes the flavor of your foods a lot better. So I just try to get staples. These are the things that I get all the time, stay in my cabinet, and I have about 4 or 5 meals that I repeat all the time. No brainer, don't even think about it, and it's much easier. When you find those things, you'll be golden. Okay, staples: eggs, heavy cream, half and half, full fat cream cheese, vanilla unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk. We talked about it, coconut oil or MCT oil, ghee butter, Kerrygold butter, alternate sweeteners. This is a big thing because we don't eat sugar, but we still wanted something sweet, right? So now we don't do equal, sweet and low, even now, Splenda and Truvia, because those things it's mixed with other things like dextrose and maltodextrin, something like that. Some other stuff that's in the sugar that we don't even know what it is, and so we're like not trusting it. So there's a couple things that we do use for keto that is better for you, and it does not spike your insulin. We go back to that again. Now, historically, I know this years ago, and with Atkins, xylitol was a big thing. It's great for baking, but people are getting away from that because actually it's very harmful for dogs. So if like your dog ever ate your baked good with xylitol in it, it's actually will kill dogs, kill pets. So I'm like, man, xylitol killing pets, I'm not sure. Malitol is one of the things. I like Atkins food, their prepackaged food. I know some people say, "Oh my God, you don't do that," but it helped me in the beginning. Atkins has some really good prepackaged meals to kind of start you off, so you don't have to think too much. But they also, in their snack bars, they have malitol, which even though it's an artificial sweetener or a different sweetener, it's been known to spike your blood sugar, even though it's supposedly non-sugar. Almond flour, coconut flour, because on this you want to be creative. So almond flour and coconut flour is really good for people make bread, pseudo bread, mug cakes, cheesecakes you can make on here. Fathead dough to make pizzas or empanadas or cheese or garlic bread. You could do all those pseudo types things with almond flour and coconut flour because they're lower in carbs. Almond butter is good. Cocoa powder is good. So these are kind of the staples that I keep all the time because that's really what you're going to be. And of course, you know, like I said, meats, fatty meats, and vegetables. I don't think I have to explain that. So let's get into some recipes. So for breakfast, I mean, you know, whatever you ate for breakfast, just minus the grits and oatmeal. So just eggs and meat, add spinach. That's always healthier. You can scramble your eggs in butter, so to make it, you know, taste really good. You know, just like I said, just be creative. A lot of people do bulletproof coffee. Oh my God, what is that? Well, it's hard to kind of get all of these fats in that we're talking about. So I know it sounds gross, but actually it's pretty darn good after you get used to it. But it's you add oil and butter into your coffee, and along with whatever sweetener that you normally do, well, the sweeteners that I mentioned. But that's a way to get some fats in without trying to eat fats in your food, because you can only eat so many things on top of your food. Did I mention avocados and guacamole? I don't like avocado for some reason necessarily, but I love the guacamole that I buy from Walmart. I don't know. So bulletproof coffee with butter. And I used to do coconut oil, but then you don't want your coffee tasting like coconut all the time. So now I use MCT oil, which doesn't have any taste to it, but it's the same purpose. As I'm getting more into this diet, I'm weaning off of a lot of fats, because like I told you, you'll get to the point where you want to use your fat for fat fuel, but in the beginning you're just trying to keep from being hungry all the time. So you look up BPC or bulletproof coffee, you'll hear that a lot. Macaroni and cheese, well, we don't do elbow macaroni, but we can do the macaroni with cauliflower. Eat lots of salads with your meals. That will help with a lot of things. I mean, I even make a hamburger and just put it on a bed of salad or whatever, and just kind of try to gauge it that way, because you got to keep your greens in, like I mentioned before. It's very important. Mayonnaise is another good thing too. It's not now check the back of the label. Some mayonnaise have more carbs than others. Salad dressings, check the labels. You'll be surprised with but you can eat full fat salad dressings. Don't do this low fat stuff. No low fat stuff on here. It's good to have full fat, so your food is gonna taste good. So you know, you can make chili without the beans. Kind of the same thing. You can make, you know, hamburger, you know, or cheeseburger with a bacon cheeseburger without the bun. Some people wrap it in lettuce or whatever the case may be. I've made beef empanadas out of the fathead dough, the fathead dough. I've made garlic cheesy bread with some marinara sauce. Like I said, pretty much anything that you want to eat. Here's these protein drinks, Premier Protein. They are it has 30 grams of protein with only 1 gram of carb in it. So if you want to get your protein, sometimes you just don't find yourself too hungry, so you just want to do that. Now that has a lot of protein. Like I said, the protein, you don't really get a lot of protein. Maybe like 75 grams of protein really is your max. So you want to kind of be wise on when you use this, because it should be like a meal replacement, not because you don't. It's 30 grams all by itself. And like I mentioned before, electrolytes. And I have, I don't know, go to Amazon. Amazon has everything, and it has everything, but it's called Light Show, but it has all the electrolytes. I squeeze it into my bottle. For sweeteners, I use stevia. For sweeteners, I use Sweet Leaf is one particular brand JJ Smith told me about, which is, it doesn't have that aftertaste type thing. I use that mostly. Now people are doing monk fruit, which doesn't it doesn't have any aftertaste, and people are, but that's on Amazon as well. I do use Anthony's erythritol sweetener, so for all my baking, and it doesn't, none of these raise your insulin level. So I just buy a big bag off of Amazon and be done with that. You do have your, like for your coffees, we have your sugar-free cinnamon or whatever, sugar-free vanilla, all those things that you can use. Starbucks, oh my God, Starbucks is great. They have sugar-free, my favorite, sugar-free dolce, cinnamon dolce frappuccino with half, don't do milk, because milk has carbs, with half heavy cream, half water. I can do all heavy cream, but heavy cream is very high in fat. even though it's low in carbs, but I don't want to use up all my carbs in just a darn Frappy. So I do like half heavy cream, half water, sugar-free. My God in heaven. They're expensive, but if you're just running in a pickle and you need to get something, they have sugar-free cinnamon, sugar-free vanilla, and sugar-free something else. They have a few sugar-frees, which is very good. Water, drink water. I get these Mio sweeteners. I think it's made with stevia. This is like an iced tea one. See how my eyes light up when I talk about food? Put them in here. I do still, you know, every now and again do the Crystal Light. I mean, people may like, oh, don't do that because that has whatever. I think they use Splenda now. They don't use aspartame anymore. Crystal Light uses Splenda. I mean, hey, it ain't the best, but it ain't the worst either. You just kind of got to start where you need to start. I mean, even with all this butter and stuff, man, just use a stick of butter. Now, don't use margarine. That's not good. But just use a stick of butter that you have in your fridge. I mean, you got to start where we are. You can't just go out and buy all this expensive stuff. This is just to help you make it easier. So I think I did, okay, let me quickly, man, this thing, quickly talk about stalls. No, I may make that a separate, okay, stalls. Foods that will stall you, meaning that you won't lose weight or people have a hard time. No, I'm gonna do a different video. I'm sorry, it's just too long. Okay, so that is for recipes and staples that you should have in your home and grocery list. And like I said, just YouTube keto or Google keto. Facebook has a lot of keto. Facebook, they give out recipes. I mean, it's scrumptious. You'll leave off there like ready to go to the store. And the stuff is darn good. I'm telling you, it is good. I be patting myself on the back like, girl, you did that. Really, seriously. Or egg salad. I do that all the time. Or make deviled eggs. Anyway,